We're excited, guys. We've got a great presentation in store for you this evening. With that, we are going to go ahead, make sure that we're recording tonight, and we are going to get this show on the road. We definitely value your time. So tonight, what you can expect is to learn more about this exciting company that we call Uforia. We're going to be talking about how we're turning your DNA into custom, state-of-the-art designer nutrition that's made by you and only for you. So tonight I'd like to start with a little video just to introduce you to Uforia.
Your DNA makes you unique. You have one genetic code, only one body. You don't need everybody's nutritional supplements. You can have your own. Cut your losses and move on. The days of blind nutrition are over. Your DNA knows exactly what you need, and Uforia delivers it. Welcome to your very own designer nutrition. We're all potentially susceptible to certain physical ailments based on variations in our genes passed down from our parents. These genetic variations are called SNPs, or single nucleotide polymorphisms. We aren't able to eliminate SNPs from our DNA, but we can do something about them. We can take action to optimize our physical health. It begins with a simple DNA test. Swab the inside of your cheek and mail your sample to Uforia's state-of-the-art laboratory partner for analysis. Strict HIPAA guidelines are always followed, so your information remains confidential and secure. Based on your DNA results, a one-of-a-kind nutritional formula is created just for you. This is your very own Utrition, designed from peer-reviewed plant-based ingredients plus vitamins and minerals. With so many high-quality ingredients and so many of us, every formula is truly unique. Each custom formula is one out of nearly 400 million possible combinations. And while your Utrition is being customized, you can immediately begin to make your health a habit. Every Uforia starter kit not only comes with a DNA test, it also includes a Pretrition formula. This is a mild and gentle cleanse. It also supports the body's preparation for the optimal Uforia experience. The Pretrition formula contains a robust combination of quality active ingredients, including AC11, frankincense, and astaxanthin. Pretrition gives your body a fresh start. You'll be prepared when your customized Utrition arrives, which takes approximately 2 to 4 weeks, delivered right to your door. You'll receive a 30-day supply of your customized formula, along with a detailed action plan that explains what you need to know about your SNPs. Staying on track to meet your nutritional needs for the rest of your life has never been easier. You can receive your customized designer Utrition delivered to your door every month, all for less than the cost of buying the nutritional ingredients separately. Finally, everyone's unique biology meets one-of-a-kind technology. Your DNA is talking, and Uforia gives your body a voice.
Welcome to Uforia, where being you never felt better. So tonight I'd like to start off by talking about the history of nutrition. For the last 8 decades, we've been subscribing to a try this philosophy. Now, I'm willing to bet that some of you that are watching this tonight, drop an I into the comment section if this describes you. You probably have a cupboard that's full of different supplements, vitamins, nutrients that you've purchased over the years, and you probably don't want to throw them away because you've spent money on those supplements at some point. In fact, 3 out of 4 people in America today buy vitamins and supplements, 4 out of 5 if you're factoring in 55 or over. And the question that I would ask is, were those vitamins, supplements, minerals, nutrition, was it made for you or was it made for the masses? And if it was made for the masses, which 99.9% of us that are watching this today, it was, then I would ask, how much is too much? How much is not enough? You know, the reality is that it doesn't make sense that if we were to try the same multivitamin, the same vitamins, nutrients, minerals, supplements, that you would take the same amount that I would take. In fact, the recommended daily allowances were made back into the 40s that were based on the minimums that our bodies need. And I can promise you that my body is completely different than your body. My needs are completely different than your needs. You may be struggling in different areas than I am. So the fact that we've all been taking the same vitamins and nutrients, it's kind of like a throw it against the wall and see what sticks mentality. And at the end of the day, we're just guessing. And then over the last 10 years, we've seen targeted nutrition come into the mix. Targeted nutrition is a step in the right direction. So you might have companies that'll test your DNA, or maybe they'll do blood testing, and then they'll come back and say, okay, here's what you need. And they'll give you a list of things that you need to go purchase. And in many cases, those companies will say, oh, look, we've got it right here. We'll sell it to you. But here's the reality. They're turning around and buying the same nutrition that was made for the masses, made by the millions, and they're selling it to you. So once again, how much is too much? How much is not enough? You're not getting it dialed into exactly what you need. And then we have custom, state-of-the-art designer nutrition that is made by you and only for you. And that's what we're doing here at Uforia. You know, it all starts with a DNA kit. The DNA kit comes with your pre-trition. So your pre-trition is a gentle, mild cleanse. It has prebiotics and digestive enzymes in there that target your gut health. You know, your gut is the epicenter of your overall health. And so it's getting your gut health in the right place. It's preparing your body for your customized nutrition. Not only do we have prebiotics, digestive enzymes in here, but we have all kinds of different ingredients that target inflammation, which is at the root cause of most chronic illness today. One of the key ingredients is AC11. If you haven't done any research, just type in AC11 into the Google search engine and take a look at the conversations that are happening around just that one ingredient. So you take 3 capsules in the morning, 3 capsules in the evening. And then, of course, in addition to that, you're also going to get 2 swab brushes. So you're going to be able to swab your right cheek and left cheek. You're going to put it into a prepaid envelope. You're going to drop that in the mail, and that's going to go off to our lab. And then, of course, from there, it's really as simple as 1, 2, 3. You start off with that DNA kit. You purchase a DNA kit from one of our nutritionists. From there, you go over to youstart.com and you register to have your DNA analyzed. You pay a one-time fee of $99. You only have to do it one time because your DNA is what makes you unique. It's your unique differentiator. It's your unique code. And it's the same the day that you're born as the day that you die. And so we're analyzing your DNA. And then, of course, what's going to happen from there is it goes off to the lab. And about 2 weeks later, you're going to get a 35-page wellness report. And then a couple of weeks after that, you're going to get your own customized nutrition that arrives on your doorstep. So let's talk through this process a little bit. So I've swabbed my DNA. I put it into the envelope, prepaid envelope, drop it in the mail, goes off to the lab. The lab that we use is HIPAA compliant, which means that it's literally a felony for us to share your information. So some of you probably are going, well, I don't know if I want people to have my information in case they share it with my insurance company. Your information is private and secure. It's never to be shared. It's never to be sold. In addition to that, we're CLIA certified, which means that the lab that we're working with has the highest level of certification when it comes to quality control. What we're testing are 18 different SNPs, variants that are passed down from your mother and father. Another word might be flaws that are passed down from your mother and father. And a number of different doctors and genetic specialists have identified these 18 SNPs as being what they refer to as your power SNPs that are associated with many of the chronic illnesses that we are battling or facing today as a society. So we're testing those 18 different SNPs, and about 2 weeks later, you get this 35-page wellness report that comes back. And rather than trying to explain to you what's in this report, I'd rather you hear from some of our recent customers that have just got the reports back, and you can hear firsthand how it's making a difference for them.
If you could have seen my face, I swear I probably looked like that big-eyed emoji. It was so spot on, I almost cried. I was shocked.
It was simple to read, easy to understand, and know I didn't need a doctor there to decipher the information that was in there.
It was like I want to say like the coordinates to my destination of health.
The secrets of our DNA are being revealed.
I have 7 green, 8 yellow, and 3 red.
I have 7 yellows.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8 yellows.
5 green.
I have 4 greens.
9 greens.
2 reds.
3 reds.
4 red. I have 6 reds.
This is the future of my healthcare. This is my future of staying healthy.
Your Uforia Wellness Action Plan is a powerful resource for understanding the results of the Uforia DNA test. It's the foundation for creating your very own one-of-a-kind customized nutrition formula. 35 pages identifies which genetic SNPs or single nucleotide polymorphisms you possess, along with a detailed explanation of how these SNPs could potentially impact your health. While you can never change your DNA, there are some genes you can take action on by modifying your diet, exercise, and overall lifestyle. Your own nutrition formula plays a key role in the action you're now able to take, and reading your genetic assessment within the Wellness Action Plan is easy. A green result signifies that you don't have that particular SNP. A yellow result means you inherited that SNP from one parent. And a red result means you inherited that SNP from both your mother and your father. In addition, contained within every explanation of each SNP is a recommendation for nutrients that can assist you in counteracting the potential effects of your SNPs. These are the ingredients that you can benefit from that are included in your personalized nutrition formula.
It connected all of the dots for me.
But now that I'm getting the raw materials that I need to address those things, I'm more excited than ever.
No more guessing, no more stressing, no more wondering, no more Googling, no more listening to every person telling me what I needed.
What we have in our hands right now is going to change the healthcare of our children and our grandchildren, and I'm grateful.
And now when people ask me why I'm taking my nutrition, I can easily say, because my body told me so.
Knowing your SNPs is the very first step to a lifetime of wellness, and your personalized nutrition paves the way. Welcome to Uforia.
You know, what's been really cool is just watching the reaction as people get their wellness reports back. I mean, we've had a lot of people that actually get emotional because they've been struggling with different challenges and they've been looking for answers, some for many years, and all of a sudden it's right there in their wellness report, and they can see firsthand why they've been struggling, but not just see, they can actually do something about it. So here are the different SNPs that we're currently testing. Again, these are referred to as power SNPs. You can look each one of these individual genes up. There's a lot of focus around cardiovascular health, as well as inflammatory disease as well, and inflammation or inflammatory genes as well. Let me give it to you. Let me give you my personal example. So my father has had triple bypass surgery. So it wasn't a surprise to me when I saw that I had a variant gene that was passed down to me that was associated with heart disease. Well, number one, wouldn't you want to know something like that? And number two, wouldn't you want to be able to do something about it? And so what's really neat is that we now have the capability of being able to fill the gaps in that DNA. Now, this software was literally 2 decades in the making. So a number of different genetic specialists and doctors have worked very, very closely on the algorithms that make all of this possible to be able to analyze your DNA. It was tested on over 50,000 people over an 8-year period. But the challenge is that every single batch had to be made by hand because every single batch was different. So it wasn't scalable. And so one of our strategic partners that brought this to the table spent 3.5 years and millions of dollars creating the machine that you see here. We call it the Nutritionator. And it has 24 different hoppers. And what happens is the bottle that you get, you can see it right here. You get a label on it with your name on it and with the barcode. And it goes through this machine, and out the other side comes your customized nutrition. Now, we use nearly 100 different plant-based, peer-reviewed, non-GMO, vegan-friendly, gluten-free ingredients. They're organic when available, wild-crafted when they're not. And here's what's neat is each one of these ingredients there are no less than 2 independent peer-reviewed studies that associates these ingredients or each individual ingredient back to the variants that you have inherited from your mother or father. So it truly is customized based on you. And that's why we call it nutrition. It literally has your name on it. And there's something about, I got to tell you, there's something about getting this in the mail. I received my newest shipment last Friday. And when I looked at it, it had been made 3 days prior. I would ask you to consider the vitamins that are currently sitting in your cupboard right now. When were they made? And who were they made for? I know that this was made this is actually my wife. So this one was made for summer, and it's Amazon proof because I don't know why anyone would want to buy my DNA nutrition or vice versa. There's nearly 400 million possible formulations. No 2 are the same, and yours is one of them. A lot of people say, well, what's this going to do for me? You know, what can I expect? Well, here's the deal. I believe that most people today are walking around starving. And I don't mean starving from a place of hunger. We're eating, but we're not getting the nutrients that we need from the foods that we eat. The soils that our food is grown in are so depleted from being churned over and over again. And with genetic modifications, we're eating these foods, but we're not getting the nutrients that we need. And I believe that the body was designed to be able to heal itself from the inside out, but it needs the proper raw materials to be able to do that. As a result of that, we're seeing more and more disease. We're seeing the bodies break down. I think that this is the first generation that we're seeing that we're not outliving our parents. And I believe that that is a direct derivative of the food and the quality of the foods that we are eating today. So I share that with you because it shows up in a number of different ways. In a child, it might show up in behavioral issues. In an adult, it might show up in everything from digestive issues or potentially, weight problems or skin issues, whatever the case might be. So when all of a sudden you start to put nearly 100 different plant-based, peer-reviewed, non-GMO ingredients into your body, I would ask you, how do you think that it's going to make a difference in your body? My question to you, all of you, and you drop a Y into the chat box. Those of you that are watching on Zoom or out there on Facebook, drop a Y into the chat box if you agree with the statement that your body needs the proper nutrition, the proper raw materials to be able to perform at optimal levels, to be able to heal itself from the inside out. Well, I can assure you that we're not getting that from the nutrients that we need, nor are we getting it from the blind nutrition that we're buying that literally is made for the masses. And I can see where many of you guys are starting to chime in. And so, we do have a DNA testimonial group that's out there and people are sharing their testimonials, but they're just as unique as the product is in itself. A couple of those testimonials that I'd like to share with you here tonight. First one comes from Kevin Shabbat, and Kevin had some blood work done prior to getting started on his nutrition. By the way, we don't make any claims, disclaimer right up front. So this is just a personal experience. And Kevin had his blood tested before he started taking his nutrition, and he had that tested again a couple of months later. And his uric acid actually dropped down from 9.2 to 5.2, which is directly related to the inflammation that's in the body. And so he's been able to get the levels back into perfect range, and his doctor was thrilled. And so we were excited to share that testimonial. I love this testimonial. Beverly, I know you're watching out there on Facebook, and I'm going to embarrass you just a little bit tonight because this is just such a great testimonial. So Beverly says, it's time for my testimonial update. I started on my pre-nutrition at the end of October and on my personalized nutrition November 20th. First, I only noticed small changes. I was more focused during the day. My sleep was better. Some skin issues seemed to be smoother, but I'm very excited where I am now. My hair is growing darker, no new silver. My skin is absolutely clearing up. The rough patch on my elbow is smoother. Skin tags are getting smaller. Dark spots are fading and blemishes are almost gone. Looking over my sleep patterns on my Fitbit has been crazy. I'm sleeping so much better, not as much restless sleep, way more REM sleep. And for the very best change, I'm now down 17 pounds at 58 years old. That makes me beyond excited. So Beverly, we love that testimonial. One more, Carrie Bonesteel, very meaningful testimonial. She started taking the product back on November 15th. She says that she is shedding some happy tears. Some of you may not know that I have liver disease, among many other serious health issues. Had my fasted liver labs done Monday morning. I got the results back, and my ALT and AST liver enzymes results literally shocked me. My AST has dropped 9 points, my ALT 27 points. It's the lowest that they've been in 2 years. My inflammation has also been reduced by more than 50%. Guys, once again, inflammation is at the root cause of most chronic illness. Now, this is a personal testimonial. We don't make any claims that you're going to have the same results of these here, but we wanted to share just some of the examples of those that are currently taking the product. We do have a referral program here for our customers, and the way that it works is you go out and share that product with 4 people, you can actually get your product for free. I'll tell you guys that, that wellness report has become one of the greatest tools that I've ever worked with, because what happens is people get that report, they go home, and just like when some of you maybe have tried Ancestry.com or 23andMe, and, you get that report and you want to show people, you want to have conversations with it. Well, I can tell you that this 35-page wellness report is a conversation piece. People are pulling it out at the kitchen table. They're sharing it with loved ones, friends, and family members. And the natural response is people want that same information for themselves. And so it's pretty simple to be able to, it's just a simple conversation. People are very interested. This is a very relevant conversation. DNA was the number one gift that was given over the Christmas. Give the gift of DNA this Christmas. In 2018, DNA nutrition is just the evolution, and it's where the medical community is going as a whole. So you have an opportunity today to be able to get started on your nutrition. You can get it ordered, get that wellness report, and get your customized nutrition. I can promise you that you're going to enjoy it. Now, the next chapter that I want to talk about here over the next few minutes is I want to talk about the business opportunity. One of the things that I've learned about business is that if you can position yourself in the beginning stages with a company that has all of the signs of becoming one of the next giants in the industry, there's a tremendous amount of money that can be made. And I want to start off tonight by talking about some of the strategic partnerships that make all this possible. You know, for me, when I evaluate an opportunity, it's not just about the concept or the idea, right? There's no shortage of good ideas in network marketing. Companies don't fail because of good ideas. They fail because of product execution, customer service, lack of funding, the logistics side of things. And so for me, I had to know that that this just wasn't a concept, that we had the ability to deliver. When I found out that LaCour Enterprises was involved, I can tell you that my interest level grew dramatically. And the reason why is because LaCour Enterprises is 25 years in the making. They have, Terry is if there's a LeBron James when it comes to back-end logistics, it's LaCour Enterprises. They've been involved in a number of companies that have gone on to doing over $500 million or more within their first 5 years. They've got over 500 employees that work over at their fulfillment center in Dallas or in McKinney, Texas. They're just the best of the best at what they do. And knowing that we now have the ability to have the excitement of something brand new, but the infrastructure of 25 years in the making gave me some peace of mind. And then, of course, many of you guys recognize this gentleman right here. It was his birthday yesterday, Mr. Eric Worre. Eric serves the industry in such a tremendous way. By far the most influential trainer, of the network marketing space today. I'd call him the Jim Rohn of this era. And Eric is a trainer. He works for the industry, and he, in many occasions, speaks for companies. He'll do keynotes, or he'll come in and do trainings for the sales force. We wanted to have a little bit of a different relationship with Network Marketing Pro. And so we approached him about having Network Marketing Pro be the actual training arm of our company and allowing Eric to head that up. And Eric said yes. And it's the first time that he's ever done that before. It may not be the last, but it was the first. And so that created a very unique relationship. And in fact, every single one of our nutritionists gain access to, if you go over to Network Marketing Pro, Eric sells about $8,000 worth of content and courses that you can purchase. And all of our nutritionists will gain access to that information for free. In fact, we've got a portal that all of our nutritionists have access to that give them direct access to all of Eric's trainings. And so again, show me a company with good training and I'll show you a great company. And then of course, you have an opportunity here to be a customer or a nutritionist. Customers, you don't pay any membership fees. You can participate in that referral program. The nutritionists have an opportunity. You pay $39 per year annually and you're in business. You know, we don't talk about this enough, but if you're a W-2 wage earner, an employee, and you're watching, by literally spending that $39.95, number one, this becomes a tax deduction for you. So you can now write off your nutrition every single month. Number two, you now get all the tax benefits that are associated with being self-employed. You know, I've been privileged to be able to travel around the world and talk about wealth building principles. And one of the pillars of wealth building is getting into that self-employed quadrant so you can take advantage of the tax benefits. And so that $39.95 allows you to be able to do that. And then of course, from there, you're going to gain two different websites to be able to promote your business, one for the product as well as one for the business. And now you're going to gain access to all aspects of the compensation plan. You know, I was doing a little bit of research on a training that I'm going to be doing soon this morning. And I was looking at different franchises. And I was looking at the costs and I was looking at what the average franchisee makes. Do you realize that the average McDonald's franchisee owner brings in about $60,000 to $70,000 per store annually? The average Subway franchise owner makes less than $50,000 annually, yet a Subway, you can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. McDonald's, you can spend millions of dollars. And I was thinking about that and I thought, you know, for $39.95, and for a few $100s, you can literally start a business in network marketing. Now, again, like the Subway franchisee or the McDonald's franchisee, now they have a brick and mortar business. They've got all kinds of employees and overhead, you know, they have to take care of on a regular basis. We don't have to worry about any of that. And so for me, I love network marketing because it really is replacing the franchise model, because franchising has become so expensive, and yet you get the same thing. You gain access to a business, but you also get all of the tools and resources that are going to allow you to be able to go out and grow that business. One of the things that people say about Uforia is that we don't look like a startup company. We don't look like a new company. And the reason is we're really not. They've been working for several years on developing the messaging and the branding and the language while the machine was being built to prepare to our official pre-launch, which is where we're at today. And I can tell you that the marketing resources are just unbelievable. Our app is fantastic. Some of the highest quality that I've ever worked with in 15 years. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at it, head over to euforiascience.com/resources, and you'll see what I mean. From a compensation plan standpoint, it's a fantastic comp plan. You have an opportunity to be able to start making some upfront money. So for those of you that want to get started today, there's an opportunity to be able to go out and start creating a paycheck for yourself as early as next week. But the main reason that most people are here is to build a residual income stream, right? Network marketing is about getting paid a little bit of money off of a lot of people that are all just doing a little bit. They're ordering products that they enjoy. If they're getting benefits, then what are they naturally going to do? They're going to go tell someone about it, right? That's word of mouth advertising. Referral marketing is the most powerful source of marketing that's out there. And so we know that if somebody gets that wellness report, they're going to go tell their friends about it, and you start to grow an organization. And people don't realize the power in exponential growth. And you can see here that you have an opportunity to be able to get paid through 8 different levels, plus you get paid through some generations down below that. Bottom line is there's a great opportunity to build that long-term residual income stream that gives you back your time freedom and allows you to be able to do the things that you want to do rather than the things that you have to do. We also have a killer discounts and dividends program. It allows you to earn an additional up to $20 on every single kit that's sold in your business, kind of like a coded bonus that's rolling up to you. We'll get more into that into some of our compensation plan trainings. If you'd like to see a short little 8-minute video, whoever invited you here can send that to you, and it breaks down the compensation plan a little bit more in depth. Now, there's a few different ways that you can get started in the business. We've already talked about one. If you're looking at being a customer in the business, you can order a DNA kit for $159. That includes your first month of pre-trition, again, the DNA swab test, and you're going to get a $100 coupon towards your DNA test, which makes it $99. For those of you that are looking at getting started in the business, we've got 3 different options. The first option is a 3-pack. This is great for somebody that kind of wants to dip their toe in the water. They're going to buy a kit for themselves, maybe their spouse, have an extra kit to be able to go out and start sharing and showing people what they're up to. By buying that bundle, you're going to save 15% or $72. The 5-pack is kind of middle of the road pack for people that are, wanting to start a small business. It gives them 20% off each one of those kits. You save $159 by buying that particular bundle. And then we have our 10-pack. 10-pack's not for everybody. It's for those that are wanting to go big, wanting to go fast, maybe wanting to create a career path out of this. This gives you the opportunity to be able to save 25% on each individual kit. Now, for me, one of the secrets to my success in this industry has always been I treat it like a business. I don't treat it like a hobby. And in any traditional business, if I were going to go out and sell a product, let's say that we were starting a shoe store together and I were going to go out and source shoes, one of the first things I'm going to look at, not only quality, but I'm going to look at where can I get the best pricing wholesale so that I can go out and create a nice margin. So for me, when I look at this business, it's the same way. I want to know what's the best way to be able to get the best profit margin on my product, number one. And number two, I want to know how to maximize the compensation plan. The 10-pack not only allows you to be able to save $400 on those kits, getting 25% off, which now gives you profitability on those kits as you go out and move them. But in addition to that, it allows you to be able to maximize the compensation plan from day one. We have a 3-pack available for our Canadians. We are currently open in Canada, NFR. We don't have our 10-packs yet, but you can get started on a 3-pack. Now, for those that are looking for the fast track, you're looking for the proven plan of success, I want to show you how you can get 100% of your money back in as early as 7 days with what we call the 7-day challenge. So here's how it works. You start off by buying a 10-pack. Why? For all the reasons that we just talked about. It allows you to be able to maximize the compensation plan, creates the largest margins. It also sets a great example for your organization. A little bit more skin in the game. I've never met a top producer that said, what's the minimum that I need to do to get started? So by doing that, what happens is you've now initiated a number of the different bonuses that are available to you right from day one. You keep 1 kit for yourself. You go sell 9 kits in 7 days. Now, I want to ask everybody a question that's watching tonight. Let's say that we were to take your favorite car. Let's say, a Mercedes, maybe it's a Corvette, whatever it is, Ferrari. Let's say that I were to take the keys to that car and I were to make a deal with you. if you were to go sell 9 DNA kits in the next 7 days, I gave you these keys free and clear. My question to everybody that's watching tonight is, could you do it? If you knew that you were going to get that car free and clear and all you had to do was go sell 9 DNA kits, could you do it? Drop a Y into the comment section if you could get it done. I'm pretty sure that almost everyone watching is saying yes to that question. Here's the deal. It's not a matter of if you can do it. It's a matter of will you do it. But let me explain what happens if you do this. So if you take the 7-day challenge, you move those 9 kits within the first 7 days, here's what's going to happen. You're going to create $1,431 in gross revenue right out of the gate. Number one, that already gets you 100% of your money back. Because you came in on a 10-pack, you're also participating in the discounts and dividends program, which gets you $200 additional in a bonus, and our You Fortune Pool, which gets you approximately $135. If you add all that up and you subtract the kit plus your taxes and shipping, you now have a net profit of $467 within your first week. I want you to think about this for a moment. What business do you know that you can go and start, get all of the tax deductions to be able to start building wealth, and at the same time be able to get 100% of your money back within the first 7 days? Do you think that Subway franchise person gets their money back in the first 7 days, or that McDonald's franchisee? In most cases, it takes years to do that. You can literally create a situation where you not only have 100% of your money back, you've made nearly $500, and not only that, you have enough customers that your product is paid for and you'll never pay for it again. That's a powerful success story. I'm going to let you guys in on a little success tip. The number one thing that somebody needs to be successful in this industry is a success story. If you can give somebody a quick victory right out of the gate, if you can give them a success story, that's all they need. Jim Rohn used to say, listen, one of the most powerful things that you can say to someone is, if I can do this, you can do this too. So the 7-day challenge allows you to be able to get 100% of that money back, puts you into a place where you are now positioned for success moving forward. Of course, we've got some fantastic training. Just like if you were to buy a McDonald's franchise, they're going to send you to McDonald's University and you're going to learn how to operate that franchise. Well, we do the same thing. We have our next pre-launch event coming up June 28th through 30th in Las Vegas. We have the opportunity to be able to learn from Ron Williams. I haven't said enough about Ron tonight, guys. Ron is iconic in this industry, been around 20 years, brought some of the most prolific products to market, ran a company for 17 years, very well-respected company, brought some amazing products to market, and he's just a true visionary. I mean, he is one of the most creative people that I know. He's at the helm as our CEO, and I always say that I join people first and company second. We'll have an opportunity to be able to learn from Ron at an event that he does on Friday. And it is one of the best personal development sessions that I've ever been through. He integrates music and just does it in a way that I've never experienced before. So we do the personal development session on Friday. All day long on Saturday is Eric Worre. Remember, he's a strategic partner here at Uforia. So he's going to be there all day training the team, giving you the essentials, giving you the skills that you need to be successful in this business. And then, of course, on Sunday, you're learning from the top leaders in Uforia, training you on the how-tos so that you can go out and be successful in this business. Then, of course, we've got some wonderful incentives that are already on the table. We've got a Uforia cruise that's out there. We're going to be cruising to St. Kitts, Cocoa Bay, Bahamas, and St. Thomas, November 3rd through November 12th. Uforia is going to take over this cruise ship. Looking forward to that. You know, for those of you that are looking for more information, we have a couple of different options for you. So number one, we have a business information group called Becoming a Nutritionist on Facebook. This is where you can learn more about the compensation plan. You can go back and look at a number of the different overviews and presentations that were available. For those of you that are looking for more information about the product, we have a group called DNA Nutrition Testimonials. We've got well over 3,000 people that are in this group, and there's no business talk at all. All it is people talking about the product, the testimonials and the benefits that they've been receiving from the product, questions, all kinds of educational information in there. If you go over there and request to join, just make sure that you add who referred you to the group or who referred you to this presentation. We'll let you into the group and you'll have an opportunity to be able to learn more about this product. You know, in conclusion, I'll just say this, guys. I've been around for a long time. When Summer and I first heard about Uforia, I can say that I wasn't looking for a new opportunity. In fact, I didn't even want to watch the presentation because I didn't want to like it. After a couple of days, Summer sat me down and said, look, you need to see what they're doing. And once I watched the presentation, my gut instinct, before I started really peeling back the onion, my gut instinct was, if they have what they say they have and they can do what they say they can do, this will be the biggest story, not just in the network marketing industry over the next couple of years, but I believe, and I know that this is a bold statement, I don't say this arrogantly, I say this confidently, I believe that this company has the potential to become, to the supplement and nutrition industry, what Amazon has become to the retail industry. You know, another thing that I would tell you is that this has a different feel to it. Has a different feel. A lot of times when companies launch, there's this nervous energy. There's a lot of pitting, who's going to get positioned where, and you got to get in now, you got to get your spot, you got to get in today, and there is none of that here. A lot of times hype in this industry replaces or is sometimes a filler for lack of substance. And what I can tell you is that the true litmus test in network marketing is if you were to take the opportunity, the money, sometimes the big checks on stage, all the fun stuff, a lot of the cars, take all that away. The question is, would somebody really still order the product? And I can say hands down that Uforia and this right here is a product that I will take for the rest of my life. And I'm excited about being a part of a company that's built around consumption. Residual income is a function of consumption. There's a saying in this industry, fast cash equals fast crash. I'm here because of the product. I'm here because of the people that are involved, and I'm here for the long haul, and I couldn't be more excited about it. And so with that, I want to say thank you very much for those of you that are watching on Facebook. If you got some value out of this tonight, feel free to click the share button. And for those of you that are over on Zoom tonight, I appreciate you guys being here. You guys have been a great audience. I see the chat has been filling up tonight. With that, let's go out and dream big. Let's work hard, and let's go change some lives. You guys have a great day.